Everyone knows someone who has cancer. This could be a friend, a family member, or a colleague. And just like the ones you know, there are many more people who have been diagnosed with cancer. Luckily, cancer is no longer automatically a deadly disease, and many people live beyond their cancer. Let's start with the definition. Cancer survivor is a broad term which is used to describe a person from the time of their diagnosis of cancer and through the rest of their life. So, cancer survival begins at the point of diagnosis and includes people with a cancer diagnosis but who haven't started treatment yet, people during treatment, people after treatment, and people who have recovered. For example, those people who are alive 5 or 10 years after treatment. When we talk about cancer survival, the term 5-year cancer survival rate is often used. This term means the percentage of people who are alive 5 years after their diagnosis. Several factors can affect these cancer survival rates. First of all, cancer survival rates depend on the type of cancer. For example, in the years 2005 to 2009, the 5-year survival rate for breast cancer in the United States was very high, almost 90%, while the 5-year survival rates for stomach cancer and lung cancer were much lower in that time period, 29% for stomach cancer and 19% for lung cancer. Survival rates also depend on the stage of the disease at diagnosis. Usually, a higher cancer stage means lower survival rate. This is because the cancer has spread to other parts of the body in the highest cancer stage. So, it is best if people are diagnosed at a very early stage. That is why screening for different types of cancer is so important. And finally, your chances of surviving cancer depend on the country you happen to live in. For example, colon cancer survival rates are 25% lower in India compared to the United States. Why is that? Well, it's because worldwide there are differences in screening, in treatment, and so on. The good news is that cancer survival rates are improving. More people are diagnosed with cancer, but they also live longer after their cancer diagnosis. That is because the screening, detection, and treatment of common cancers have improved. In 2012, there were almost 33 million people worldwide living with cancer 5 years after their diagnosis. And these numbers are expected to increase in the coming years. The bad news is that cancer survivors experience all sorts of problems, either due to the treatment they are receiving or have received, or due to the tumor itself. The tumor could grow back, or someone is diagnosed with a second, unrelated tumor. Other diseases that can occur at the same time, such as cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, obesity, and a low bone mass, are also often reported in cancer survivors. Other possible comorbidities, such as functional decline and fatigue, may even occur years after the end of cancer treatment. However, there is a great lack of studies that investigate nutrition and lifestyle during and after treatment. Currently, there are no guidelines available that are specific for cancer survivors. Since the group of survivors is increasing, there is definitely a need for nutritional guidelines.